Well, good evening, Delmarva, and thanks for sticking with us tonight. Delaware State Police are investigating a strong-arm robbery that occurred in Felton yesterday. Police responded to a call of a robbery at the Felton Shore Stop gas station on South DuPont Highway. The victim, a 17-year-old male, was in that parking lot when police say he was attacked by 3 masked suspects. Police say the suspects stole the victim's property and then fled in an unknown vehicle. The victim was not injured. Anyone with any information is urged to call Delaware Crime Stoppers at 1-800-847-3333. Meanwhile, a Lewis daycare worker has been arrested following a child abuse investigation. 22-year-old Caitlin Ketchnovitz, who you see there on your screen from Lewis, was arrested after being accused of child abuse at Beach Babies Daycare. Now, the incident, which took place on November 15th, involved Ketchnovitz allegedly physically abusing and injuring a 2-year-old child. The daycare fired her that same day. She turned herself into police and was released on her own recognizance. Well, another Black Friday has passed us, and there were so many exciting deals and offers. WMDT's Renell Foreman has more on how some local businesses fared in Salisbury.
Done a few adoption events here previously. Normally our kittens can be seen at the Kitten Cafe down by the college, but we thought we'd bring a group of our finest kittens here that are ready to go home to see if we could get them adopted out for the holidays.
Local small shops and business showed up and showed out at the Salisbury Mall for Black Friday, looking to convince community members to dive in on a little bargain. Cedar Crest Kitten Rescue Board member Jamie Barker felt like the holiday brought the exposure the organization wanted.
So we thought that we would have a lot of foot traffic here, and we have, and so we're doing discounted rates on our adoption fees. Any adoption fee is $10 off. If you adopt a black cat or kitten today, their adoption fees are sponsored.
Sheila Doughty works at Toy Plush, the local vendor which works in the mall on even a normal day, but she says working Black Friday is a different adventure.
It gets very crowded, so obviously we have to watch out for like stealing and stuff, and a lot of shoplifting. But for the most part, we do make a lot of money. Like today, I think is one of the busiest days we've had.
The mall was packed, and many people were trying to get their hand in on a little discount. But one local youth football team, they showed up to the mall on Black Friday to hopefully get the chance to play for a state championship.
The only time we really went to Florida is for All-Stars or anything. We haven't went as a team or anything. We've been trying to go as a team for the past like 4 years. And for us to actually make it to Naples now, it's actually a blessing. It's actually a blessing.
In Salisbury, Renell Foreman, WMDT.
Yeah, and the deals don't end there. I would say tomorrow, but it's after midnight. It's Small Business Saturday today, and then Cyber Monday is coming up as well. Well, the Brandywine Valley SPCA was pleased with their Thanksgiving. They actually made sure that all of their shelter animals had a special meal for the holiday. The rescue group hosting their long-standing tradition of feeding pets for Thanksgiving. And it's all thanks to the Kenny Family Foundation and food from ShopRite. Volunteers got staff together to feed the pets a Thanksgiving plate that included turkey, potatoes, and vegetables. Operations manager for the Georgetown campus, Laura Page, looks forward to doing this every year.
A way to share the love and thanks that we have for our volunteers, our staff, and of course the animals that come to us in a meaningful way and in a visual way.
Yeah, Brandywine will be holding a big adoption event on December 14th and the 15th for a discounted price from 11 to 5 p.m. at their locations. And at this time, we're going to throw things over to meteorologist Jake Grant, who's standing by. Jake, it is frigid outside right now, but it really doesn't scratch the surface of just how cold we're set to get, right?
Yeah, Rob, and we're looking live out in Ocean City, East Coast Plumbing Skycam. Like you mentioned, it's only getting colder, and we're an hour later now. In fact, the temperature's dropped another 4 degrees since we were going to go on there at 11 after the football game. We're looking live out now, though. All is quiet out in Ocean City. Here's what you need to know as we go through this early Saturday morning. Frigid temps have arrived now and will continue to take place over the next couple days. A flurry chance will come into the picture on Sunday as well into the start of next week. I do have a couple chances, though, where we will be watching Wednesday night for the chance for maybe some accumulating snowfall out there for parts of Delmarva. So hold your horses there. If you like the snow, get ready for it. We are going to be in for a frigid go of it now after midnight. 33 degrees already here in Salisbury, 32 in Georgetown, 33 in Easton. Look at the difference in the temperature. 24 hours ago after midnight, it was not feeling like this. We were up in those 40s, a 10-degree difference for much of Delmarva with those temperatures. And in fact, it's feeling more like Arundel out there a little bit there. A little frozen reference for you if you are up late dealing with those temperatures tonight, getting down to 22 degrees. Average low this time of year is 34, so 12 degrees below where we should be, and the coldest night we've had since March 1st. That was when we got to 24 degrees. So a frigid night is set to take place out there. And looking ahead for later on today into the afternoon, high temperatures only the mid 40s, 46 here in Salisbury for that high. And that's about 10 degrees below our average for this time of year. So that frigid Arctic air is taking control, feeling more like the winter season. Thanksgiving is in the rearview mirror now. Light hanging if you got to get those Christmas lights up. It's going to be chilly going into Sunday and Monday. We could see a couple flurries as well as Tuesday. We are looking out with satellite and radar right now. Some flurries up in the mountains near Blacksburg, Virginia, Morgantown as well. You can see that lake effect snow near Buffalo. It's going to be a snow game up there for the Bills game this weekend. So be mindful if you got any fantasy football players in that game as well. I put all of mine on the bench here going into the weekend. So Futurecast, let's time it all out for you. We go ahead into Monday. We are going to work through and see just a little bit of cloud cover passing on by, on and off, and maybe a consistent chance for us to see a flurry or two going into the start of this week. Sunday and Monday could see a chance for that coming in off of the Chesapeake and the Atlantic. But going ahead here into Wednesday, that is what we're watching, the main event, this Clipper system that could bring some accumulating snowfall for parts of Delmarva as we go towards the work week. With this cold air, it's going to be more likely that precip comes down in the way of snow rather than rain at this portion. We go through that 7-day forecast into Saturday, 40 degrees, but again, feeling like the 30s, 22 for the low. It's going to feel like the teens waking up Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Sunday night into Monday, we'll have a chance for some flurries coming in through the overnight hours. Nothing's going to accumulate, just more of that aesthetic first snow of the season to kick off the new month. And as we go into the end of next week, like I mentioned, that Clipper system arriving Wednesday night into Thursday. We'll be watching that for maybe a dusting for a few locations on Delmarva, Brandon. We'll warm it up briefly to 50, and then we watch again next weekend for another shot at some precip going into the Saturday and Sunday of next week.
All right. Thank you very much, Jake. And hey, make sure you listen to him when he talks about fantasy football. This man is #1 in our work league this year, 11-1. Great job, Jake. Stick around. Your top plays of the week are coming up next. Keep it right here. You are watching DSI.
I'm Jordan Holloman, 5-time state champion with Delmarva Hockey, and you're watching Delmarva Sports Insider.